Okay, folks, section 4.6. Now we're getting down to it. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
4.6 says solving addition equations. Okay. To solve an addition equation, you subtract the same number from both sides of the equation so that the variable will be by itself on one side of the equation. Okay? This word means get the variable by itself. That's what it means. Do it. Okay? Hayden. I want to look at this first equation that they have for us here. What is the variable? N is the variable, right? It can vary. It can change, right? It's a letter. We don't know what it equals. Okay? Is the N by itself, Aiden? Or is there something on that side of the equation with it? There's something with it, isn't there? What is with it? I mean, what's happening to it? What are we doing to it? We're making it 8 higher, aren't we? We're adding 8 to it. We don't want to do that. We want to know what it was before we added 8 to it. Right? So what could I do that would undo adding 8? I don't think so. I don't think so. Think about it for just, let me rephrase it, Aiden. This may make it easier. What undoes addition? If I added 3 to your age, what would I do to go back to your age? I would subtract 3. So if I added 8 to your age, what would I do to go back to your age? Subtract 8. Now think about this thing right here, Aiden, as a scale. I just took 8 off of this side. Now what do I have to do to keep this scale equal? I have to take 8 off of this side as well. Do you see that? Okay. Now, Aiden, we're going to rewrite this. What happens, and Allie, this goes back to the problem we were doing earlier. Look at these two things. 8 positives, 8 negatives. What happens, Aiden, to those two things? And what do they turn into? 0. So for the moment, I'm going to write n plus 0. Okay? Now, Elizabeth, what about -2 and -8? What do I get when I put those two things together? I get -10. Beautiful. Now, Daniel, what does n plus 0 really equal? It just equals n, right? Anything plus 0 equals itself. So do you agree I can just get rid of this 0? And I can just write that n has to equal -10. We have solved the equation. It is cool. We got the variable by itself. What does n equal? It equals -10. Okay? All right? Emma, let's look at the next one. Okay? Now I'm going to draw a line right here. Emma, what's the variable?
X.
X. Is it by itself?
Yes. No.
It's not. It has +9 with it, doesn't it? We want to get it by itself. Okay? So think about this x as your age. If I added 9 years to your age, what would I do to go back to your age?
Subtract 9.
I'd subtract 9. Right? That's what undoes addition. Okay? But remember, this is a scale. It says that this side equals that side. The right side equals the left side. So if I take 9 off the right side, what do I have to do to keep them equal? I have to take 9 off of this side too, don't I? Okay? Now, Emma, we're going to skip a little bit. What is +9 and -9 when I combine those two things?
0.
It's just 0. So do I need to write 0? No. What am I left with on the right side? What's still over there? X is still over there. That's exactly what we want it to be over there. And now let's combine 4 and -9. 4 positives, 9 negatives. What does that leave me with? 5 negatives. Perfect. I could not have done that any better. Aiden, thank you. Daniel, thank you. Elizabeth, thank you. Emma, thank you. I'll see you at the next example.